Welcome everyone for a new Chill Monday. So, for those of you who don't know, I've committed myself to actually post one video every single day for the 2025. So this is what I do, but Monday is actually my day off. I work 6 days a week and Monday is off. So when it comes to content, I just do chill video on Monday where I'm talking pretty much about mainly about my content creation journey, but also about whatever I want. So, little joke of the day. I bought this book, Day Trading Attention from Gary Vaynerchuk, but I bought it in Spanish. Yeah, just realize that. Actually, I believe this is Spanish. So, I don't speak Spanish, so I'm gonna have to order the new one in English. Anyway, that was kind of the joke of today. So, what are we going to talk about? Well, I don't remember exactly where we left off last week, but let's just review a little bit the channel here. Let's get to it. So, well, as you can see, I've changed quite a few things since that video here, where I started implementing a test where you see, I take a picture of the end of the whiteboard that I'm usually having, and then when the video starts, this is white, and so I use that kind of trick to get a little bit more view, and it worked. It just I fucked things up on few videos, and also for an unknown reason for those two videos here, the algorithm decided, you know what? No, I'm not going to promote that video. I got 0 view, 0 impression for 2 days straight. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so I was kind of a little bit annoyed with that, so I kind of did a what what the fuck video here, where I was just, you know what, I don't care. I just wanted to make a content and just relax. So I just talked about my app mainly. So, which leads us to we are getting closer to the end of February. So even though because I have this thing, if you are new to the channel, you don't see, but that's kind of my plan. So let me show you my plan. That's kind of my plan for my content creation journey, where I try to double the views every month. And that's mainly what content creation is about, because content creation is an exponential journey where you start very slow and then gradually ramp up. And so that's just because of the fact that more and more people get to know you, you get better at creating content and so on. And anyway, so that's kind of the deal. So what I try, so in the first month, I was just getting started, just chill and try to make somewhat good thumbnail. Here, as you can see, I use AI to actually learn my face and being able to generate me in videos. That was kind of here the first type of thumbnail that I was doing, just me and just some Photoshop edit. But then I tried to do a little bit with AI and so on. But what I realized is actually this creates a mismatch between having a nice thumbnail but a crappy video. So it doesn't mean that a quote unquote crappy video. When I say crappy video, it's just a very simplistic and authentic video. Where here, those thumbnails suggest that the video is going to be highly produced, which is not the case. So I believe there is a mismatch in expectation, which may or may not just, I think, doesn't help to get a lot of views. So that's why I revised the packaging here to make things more simple and more easy to do. Because I don't do a lot of editing even in Photoshop. I just make my video. At the end of the video, I take a picture of the whiteboard and me doing some silly faces, and that's it. And actually, so far, this one, those two one, I fuck things up, so they don't count. But this one, the Chill Monday, of course, Chill Monday. So I'm okay with the fact that not having any view with the Chill Monday. That's okay. So 1, 2, 3 in a row that did work with the new packaging. This one was a little bit started a little bit difficult, but eventually it reached 17, and then it's kind of here. I don't know, probably those 3 here. There was probably an issue with the algorithm. I don't know what's happened, but okay, you know what? Because when you see the analytics here, you see that very much my views are actually directly correlated to the impression that I get. So, period. And there is only a few videos where actually I get a little bit more impression. Anyway, so when the algorithm decided just to not promote my video like here, uh, on that day I had 95 impression. Okay, maybe it's just because my video are not that good, but still 95 impressions, that's not a lot. Anyway, so that's kind of the issue I have. So that's slow. That's definitively slow. But how? So I want to talk a little bit about how I'm actually going to ramp things up in March, because we are getting closer to March. Then I'm going to have a week where I'm going actually skiing. So probably during this week, that's going to be fun videos also. That's something actually I'm thinking about. Either I want to make double amount of content this week to have enough content and schedule ahead for the week of where I'm going to be skiing, or actually making videos in the mountain and yeah, having fun with it. I mean, why not? Why not? To be honest, why not? So what I want to talk is my strategy going forward in March. So what I want is, because with my app that I'm developing, actually, I will use the app to improve the quality over time. But to do that, I need to understand exactly what make good videos. And so that's why I try here to improve one thing every month, but in really the most efficient order. What I mean by that is I could right now focus on making the core of the content better, but since the beginning of the video is not as good, I'm not gathering, I'm not collecting enough data. Or I mean, what I want is basically, first I was just doing video in January. Then February I improved the packaging, doing few tests, and it worked. I'm on track with this little thing. Then in March, to be able to get consistent over 40 views per videos, I need to get people to stick around for the first, a lot more people to stick around during the first 30 seconds. So that's kind of, I think I'm going to spend a little bit of time. That's not a link to what I'm showing you right now, right? Just hear me out for 1 second. So I'm going to focus a little bit more on the first 30 seconds, really try to hook people and get a good introduction and try to find what works and what doesn't, to really get people to stick around. But then also this mini app that I'm building, just upload, is almost done. There is a few things to go, and also I'm going to improve on the feature, because for now that's just manual process of uploading, but I want to automate that. But I have in my app this just upload that is ready. It means I'm able to connect to social media account, and I'm able to post through the app. So that's cool. Now, this is where things are going to be getting interesting with Clip It Out and those others that are coming later. The other mini apps that I'm going to do later. Because those are going to be about generating more content. Because this just upload was kind of the fundamental block to get started. Because once I start creating ton of volume with other part of the app, I want to have the automate as everything automated, so I don't have to put a lot of effort. What I'm going to do is just keep making my videos, then create clip out of those videos, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 clips, whatever. And then once I have those clips, I'm going to post them automatically. And so the next step so I wanted to start a little bit in February, but actually I didn't. I was way too busy. But in March, I'm also going to start posting short form content. And so I believe that's going to help the channel grow as well. And as this is done, then I'm going to move to actually, I need to talk about a little bit about how I'm planning to build the app. So see, the idea with AI is when you're generating content with AI, the issue is it's generally very generic. it's not very personal, or you don't have the creator touch, let's say. And so how I want to fix that is actually by um, building a knowledge base in my app of the creator. And so all the videos that I'm doing at the moment, but so I'm just going to finish, but there is something after. All the videos that I'm doing at the moment are just collecting knowledge that me, Tom Forrest, have about life or whatever I'm talking about in my channel. And so this, I'm going to then retrieve all those videos, retrieve the transcript, dump that into a knowledge base into the app, and this knowledge base is going to use something that is called RAG, which is a retrieval augmented generation, something like that. And it's going to then pull those information, the most relevant information, to then generate pieces of content that, at least this is what I'm trying to do, will look like I have done it myself. And so that's really the creator touch that I'm trying to reproduce. And so to really use AI to the best of our abilities. That's where I'm going to be able to then produce. I'm going to start with text format because that's the easier one, since we have transcript of videos. Text format are easier, but then I'm going to implement speech, text to speech to generate podcast with the clone of your voice, of my voice, and then images and short, and then all of those things are going to match up and kind of go in one direction or other. But here is the deal. The way I want to build it is, because for me, okay, my main way of making content is videos, long form videos. Okay, fine. But for other people, that may be short, that may be podcast, or even article. Maybe there is people that just like writing article, but not say get in front of the camera and so on. That's okay, and that's why I want to build it so anyone with their own preference of built-in content initially can then generate other type of content. That's kind of the thing that I want to try to do. That way, if you like to generate articles, all of those articles are going to be dumped into the knowledge base to then generate podcasts and tweet, short form content, and so on. Honestly, short form content or video content from text is going to be the last one that I'm going to actually do, because that requires a lot more things, because I need first to generate an avatar of yourself that is you, like a clone of you, that is then going to talk in a way that is interesting, entertaining, and then put all of that together with b-roll and so on, and automatically make edit. That's quite difficult. That's definitely the most challenging part. But I believe tweet, article, podcast, images can be done. And if you are making long form content, those can be repurposed into short. And so you can pretty much have a whole thing where you're creating a lot of content for whatever. But then the very last challenge is going to be actually generating a short form and video from text. And so when I'm able to do that, I will be able to generate script using AI and then use those scripts to generate the avatar, the voice, the lip syncing, and so on, to actually generate the entire video from scratch. But that's like far away. If I can at least get the clip it out and then repurpose and create other content, that's going to be great. But then also for the quality, you see that nothing is working. If it's working, I'm going to be very surprised. No, it doesn't seem to be working. Anyway, so the create part is going to be actually quality, because here I'm focusing more on quantity at first. I want to really build a lot of content and just publish. But then I want to improve the quality. And so the way we are going to have create, so that's why I also want to kind of produce content as well, to understand what makes a good content, to then be able to automate it through different apps. And so that's kind of where I'm going with that. So that's kind of the idea here. I'm going to ramp up. So the idea is to start uploading short, continuously, and really obsessing over the first 30 seconds. Also in March, I'm going to be obsessing over that. I'm going to spend time outside of creating content just to learn really deeply okay, how to make a good first 30-second video. Honestly, I don't want to make a lot of edit, but I might have to edit the first 30 seconds just to make it more entertaining. I don't know. I would want to avoid that at all costs, but if that's just the only way I can actually get to that point, to get over 40 views consistently, video after video, I mean, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'm not against doing a little bit of editing, especially if that's only the first 30 seconds. What I don't want is actually spending a lot of time editing the entire video. But if the added value of editing the first 30 seconds is tremendous, I guess, okay, I'll do it. Especially because later that's very easy to delegate, since this is a very short part. I can send that 30 seconds for to a video editor and ask him to her to actually edit that for 1 hour, and editing 30-second video for a full 1 hour or 2 hours. What I mean by that is I can get a ton of value out of not that much cost. And since the first 30 seconds is the most important, I believe this is something that's going to be very helpful. Anyway, so in March, I'm going to because 40 views is not that much. I got a few videos that got 40 views. I just need to recreate to find and understand what to say. That's just that, what to say during those 40 seconds. And then you have visual hooks, you have audio hooks, you have a ton of different things that can go on with that. And I believe that's going to be when I'm going to have to go from 80 to 160. Here, this is I think at this point, I will start adding editing for the first 30 seconds. But and once we reach 120, over 100 videos, the first video that break 100, I will then move on to that setup, which is actually a nice YouTube setup with nice lighting and so on. It's just that at the moment, I just want to mix too much improvement parameter at the same time. I want to improve one parameter, see the result. One parameter, see the result. Because my channel is also about that. I like to figure things out. And so what I'm trying to do is to conduct this YouTube growth journey as a lab experiment where I try one thing, see, okay, this works, this doesn't. Okay, if it doesn't, I backtrack and test other things. And just moving forward like this. So at the end, I will know exactly, okay, this is how it works. This is what you should do in order to actually progress and get more views. That's mainly my goals. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow for the video. I actually didn't plan out, so I don't know what we will have, but we will for sure have something. Thanks for watching. See you. Bye bye.